we're talking about Mama and Papa.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying earlier about how Mama really struggled about living here.
Yeah, living in LA. Yeah, I mean coming to America. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you? And now they're going back, right?
Yeah. You know.
Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, um, you know, to tell you the truth, I really don't want them to go back. I mean, even though I don't see them as much, I mean, you know, I mean, I do, I see them every like once a week at least, you know. But you know, you worry. But I'm sure Nata will take good care of them. You know, I mean, hopefully it'll be a long-term thing. It's really hard, you know. It's hard. But if anybody that can do it, it'd be Nata. She can handle a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Tell me about. I mean, what we're talking about is Mama and Papa are
Mm-hmm.
moving back to Thailand in October
Yeah.
to live.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about your reservations of why you don't want them to move. Is it because you want your kids to grow up with their grandparents?
Yeah, sure. I want them to be around because my kids are, you know, I mean, they're pretty, they love their grandma and grandpa. They talk about them all the time, even though they don't see them as much, you know, like maybe once a week, which is a lot actually.
It's a lot.
And, you know, of course, and Papa, I mean, he's like my inspiration, you know. I mean, I don't want to over dramatize this thing, but it was like everything that he does. I mean, even getting me into this place, a lot of it is due to him. I mean, he really looked out for me. You know, he hooked me up with the floor, and he really made sure that I would be okay. I mean, he really looked out after me, even though like I'm 40 years old. You know, so I don't want him to go. You know, he's a big part of my life. You know, I love him so much, and Mama too. You know, Mama is more like a moral support. You know, I feel a lot of love from them both. You know, a lot of love. I think, you know, nobody will love me the way that they love me. I mean, I would never get that kind of love from anybody else. You know, not even my wife, or maybe my kids. You know, maybe my kids. I don't know.
Why is that not from your wife?
You know, I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's just, you know, I mean, it's a different kind of love. I mean, a love from your parents is like very unconditional, you know. But when you marry somebody, a lot of stuff is based on conditions, right?
Like what?
There's no such thing as you marry somebody because you love them unconditionally. There has to be some kind of condition, you know. Like you have to, like, make money to support them, or you have to do this, do that. I mean, a lot. I mean, even though it's more than they care, a lot of people care to admit, you know. But with Mama and Papa, it's like their love is just so pure, and there's no condition, you know. And they just love me because I'm their son, and they don't really want anything from me. You know, I'm not getting that from my wife. I mean, my wife loves me, but I mean, there's got to be something that I have to do. You know, with Mama and Papa, I just have to be myself. I don't have to be the husband or like the fun administrator making money for, you know, or like the father, you know. I don't have to fulfill these roles, you know. It's more like very pure. And so, and the love that my kids have for me is pretty pure, but that will change in time though. You know, as they get older, there'll be more needs for them, and they'll look to me, and it'll be like me loving them unconditionally. But for them to love me, it's kind of I don't know. I don't know. Who knows what'll happen? But anyways.
Okay. Do you feel that it's kind of ironic now that Mama doesn't want to move back to Thailand?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like opposite. You know, she should be jumping for joy. But I think she, you know, everybody fear changes. You know, I mean, it's a big move. You know, um, but I think in time she'll love it. That's what I think. She should be okay. You know, it's just gonna suck for me because they just live right down the street, really, not that far, right now. So, you know, I want my kids to still see them, and I need Papa. You know, he provide. I mean, he has so much wisdom. I mean, now I'm at 40. I'm beginning to see why he did what he did. You know, I mean, as a man, you gotta be tough. You gotta make some tough decisions. You know, so so anyways, yeah,
Are they okay?
yeah.
Okay. Well, would you ever say anything to them to try to convince them to stay?
No, no, I wouldn't. Because first of all, you know, Natha made so much effort. She made a lot of effort for them. And for me to like just say like, "Oh, I don't want you to go because I need you," that would be too damn selfish, don't you think? You know? Obviously I don't want him to go, but who am I, you know? And Natha, you know, she loves him so much. She really made a huge effort. Huge. You know, I mean, I can't deny that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about our family.
Okay.
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 So tell me what you think about back when we were growing up and
Mhm.
now. Two things, back then and now.
Uh-huh.
What you think about Papa?
Oh, wow. Hang on, okay? Can you stop crying? I have to do an interview. Jun- okay, Junpei, say sorry to him right now, and get new cracker for them.
You can go if you
No,
want.
no, no. Junpei.
Okay.
Okay,
So
let's
Papa.
talk. Oh, oh. Want me to talk about Papa? Like what my impression of him in the past, and what do I think of him now? Completely night and day. I mean, you know, when we were growing up, you know, as a teenager, you know, he was tough. You know, he was tough dad. You know, I mean, um, because he wanted me to be strong. You know, but I wasn't a strong person. You know, really. So you know, so and then now, you know, as a 40-year-old man with kids, I completely understand what he did and why he did it, and I just, you know, and I was so stupid. I didn't really respect him all that much when I was growing up. I always like I remember taking a trip one time, and I was like driving with him, you know, and I was like, "Oh, you should take this way. This way is better," you know, and it's just like really dissing him, you know. And now I'm like, "Oh my God, why did was I that stupid? You know, why didn't I show him enough respect? You know, because I was just so stupid, really." And now I'm like, wow, you know what he does, I mean, still, if he's still the man that he is, you know, I completely respect him, um, just complete night and day. I mean, you know, he did so much, and his decision making is still, you know, no, now, go sit. Um, sorry. So yeah, it's night and day how I feel about him now and how I felt, you know, maybe growing up. Yeah, I was just a punk.
You feel like,
Really, honestly, not trying to be nice, you know.
do you feel like you know him more as a person?
I don't know if I know him more as a person. You know, I should because he's my father, you know. But I understand him so much more now than before. It's just wow, you know. If I can just be the half a man that he was, that he is, I mean, I'd be happy. I'm not. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I'll ever be there actually, but I don't think I'll be ever as strong, as decisive, you know. Um, but you know, at least I strive to be like him, you know.
So how about Mama?
Mama, oh, I always had the same feeling, you know. I mean, I was her first boy, first firstborn. There's always a deep relationship there, you know, a deep bond. I mean, I can't even put it into words, you know. It's always there, you know. It's see her, just hearing her voice.